Hello, welcome to the OneCap app video series. Today we're going to talk about the ViewPage. Yes, the ViewPage. What you see here is the viewer dashboard. In order to get to your ViewPage, you either have to have a static link or you have a you've got a link to the viewer dashboard. Static links are not displayed on the viewer dashboard. The client or the viewer should receive a static link or a URL from the caption company that is servicing them, and they can use that URL to go directly to the view page. When your sessions do not have a static URL, then you come to the view page or the viewer dashboard and find your session here. This is a public session, and we go over the viewer dashboard in a different video. So if you have questions, go to that video. To get to your view page, you click on the session listed here. This is a public session, and I've already started it. Notice it said live. But here's your view page. You have a stream box, you have a notes box where you can take notes, and a chat box. In the chat box, I can change my nickname. When I come in as a viewer in a public session, it shows guests. So you click on this little head right there and enter your desired nickname, and it shows up here now as Michael. I'm going to log in on a different computer to the same view page and show you how this chat box works. So on this other computer, I was logged in as Mary, so it already knows that I'm Mary from logging into the view page. If it were guest, I could do the same thing here and change the guest to Mary. But anyway, so we have Michael and Mary as viewers right now. And if I want to send a private chat to Mary, I just click Mary here in the chat viewer list, and notice that Mary shows up down here below, and there's an X next to Mary, so that means that Mary's active. So I'm going to say, "Hi Mary." I'm going to send it. Now it shows up in my chat list because I have Mary X. If I come back over here to everyone, my message to Mary won't be there. And so now I'm going to send a chat to Michael from Mary and say, "Hi Michael." Now I've sent it already, and notice that Mary has a button next to it. So if I can click on Mary, and it says, "Hi Michael" here. So that's how you do private chatting. So now if when I'm on everyone, and if I say, "Hey everyone, Mary is here," now it shows up, and I must have been in Mary when I did that. So if I type, "Hey everyone," when I'm on everyone here and send it, then it shows, "Hey everyone." and only this he everyone. Oh well. But that's how private and public chatting works. Over here in your notes box, you can type notes to yourself, and they will be saved with the transcript of the session. And if the session is set up to auto send transcript, the notes will be sent also. So whatever I type in here will be sent with the transcript. Now that's only if the automatic send of the transcript is configured in the session setup. Okay. So this is the stream box. And I'm going to send some text to it. And show you how it streams. If I want to change settings in this stream box and how this chat and the notes box appears on the web page and how they behave on this view page, I can click this cogwheel sessions up here, and you know that I have a main settings tab, a notes tab, and a chat tab. Right now I'm on the main setting, and I can show time or not show time. I can show line numbers for official transcripts by court reporters and depositions, things like that. But that's the number of these lines is set up in the session setup. So I can either show them or not show them. I can show caret where the next word's coming out, or I can auto scroll, which means that when I run out of space here, it will automatically jump up to the next line. Stream style has to do with how the words get put onto the page. So I can do live, which is how the words are going to display as fast as what the court reporter sends it to the streaming server. Word for word, the streaming server will interrogate what is being sent and split it out word for word and drop each word onto the view page one word at a time. And line by line, it does the same thing, but by line. So each line will be displayed at a time. So it figures out what a line should be, and then it displays the whole line at a time. Okay. So that's, and then the speed, you got the stream style, live word for word, line by line. And then when you're using word for word, the speed becomes interesting. If I've got it word for word in normal, here's how it's going to look. But then if I slow it down, So you can see how that could be beneficial for your viewer, and maybe not being able to stay up with 360 words a minute that some of our writers have to get the text to the view page. Okay, so let's see. So this other part over here, under appearance, I can change the font size, the line spacing, so I can make this double spacing and it automatically goes to double spacing and goes back. I can make the font color. Now what's interesting here, I can make the font color white, and we all know that that's probably a bad thing. So, but I can make it red also. Different colors here. I can make the background and shoot myself in the foot again where I can't see the text because the font in the background is the same color. Now, if I click out of here and I do that, I'm going to get a warning that I probably shouldn't do that. So it tells me, hey, you did something wrong. So maybe your background color ought to be white. Okay. All right. So, and then this hide header, it just hides the header, basically. Now, once you've got this box up here, you can either click on the settings cogwheel up here to make it go away. It's a toggle, or you can click anywhere else and it'll go away. So let's send a little bit more text here. Let's make it come a little bit faster, though. Let's make it live. Okay, so I'm just throwing some words out here so I can demonstrate the next thing that I want to talk about. OneCap app allows you to highlight and to select and highlight text. Okay, so that's pretty much how it's done. I select some text and a little window pops up, and the B is for bold, I is for italics, the strike through is just that strike through S, and the U underline is underlined, and this A is the font color. So I can change this font color to red. I can highlight multiple lines and make it blue. When you're in a real session with a writer constantly writing, as soon as you highlight some text, the auto scroll stops, and then when you're done with the action, the auto scroll starts right up and pushes you down to the bottom again. So if you're frustrated when you're trying to see some text up above, and every time you scroll up and with the auto scroll on, and next time the writer has sent enough text to cause a new line, the scroll bar rushed to the bottom so that you can see it, and that's by design so that it'll always show you what's being displayed on the screen. But if you want to stop that, you just highlight some text and it'll stop it. Okay, there was something that I forgot. In the very beginning, I should have said, if I want to resize these boxes, I can resize them. Just by grabbing on them pulling them over. And this chat box, you know, looks like it can only be resized to the right. So I want the chat box to be as big as the stream box. Maybe not. You know, I want my notes to be a little bit wider so I have more opportunity to put notes on it. You can do that. You can also make your notes full screen. I'm not sure why, but you can. Because once you do that, you lose your stream box. But that's how you would do that. If you want to go back to the way that it was. Maybe it's a little bit bigger. And probably your notes a little bit bigger. There we go. So that's how you resize it. The position of all of these widgets can be set up in the session and saved as a preset. So if there's a certain way that you want this every time, you can do that in session setup, and then you can save it in a preset so you don't have to do it every time. Okay, this OneCap app logo up here, it's OneCap app because Fast Captions is a OneCap app dummy company. The company that is using OneCap app can put their own logo here. This is the name of the session. This switch to old viewer interface needs to go away because we don't have that anymore. Note to myself. Then the session settings here we've already gone over, but if I want to change the background colors and size of the chat box and notes box, I can do that here with under notes, just the appearance, and then the chat's the same way. So if I want to change the color of the font to be let's say red over there, all of a sudden the font color is red. So that's that. If I want to go back to the viewer dashboard home page, I do that. I click on this house icon, and it remembers how I have set things up here. And then if I want to change my email that the automatic transcript is getting sent to, I come up here and hit this @ sign and type in my name here. When you first come into a public session, this window will pop up and ask you for it. So we didn't do that, I don't think, when we came in here. So I can save that. And then this megaphone is to just give us feedback if you want to. I'm trying to think, am I missing something? Let's see, did I go over everything on this? Yep, I did. Strike through. That's as easy as it gets. So that's the ViewPage. If you have any questions, give us a call at 855-422-7277 or shoot us an email at contact@onecapapp.com. Have a great day. Thanks. Bye.